to 13. And Coach, first, your overall thoughts on your team's play, your victorious team's play tonight.
Well, I thought we came out and played Emporia State football. Of course, a little bit different opponent than we played last week, but for us to rebound the way that we did, I thought offensively it was real important for us to get off to a good start, and that's what we talked to our players about this week. And I thought I was very pleased with how we started the game. Defensively we didn't play bad. They did some things that, playing that offense sometimes you're not used to that, and you got to be really assignment sound. And I think they did some different things to us that we had to adjust to. I thought really defensively we played okay. The only thing that we gave up was just some penalties that kind of kept their drive alive.
And it seemed like those penalties were like momentum gainers for them too. As soon as they got one of those, they did something with it. It seemed like every mistake you made.
Yeah, that's true. And we got to be better there. Trayvon's late hit over on the sidelines. That's not smart. He's got an opportunity to be a great player in this league. He's young. He knows he's upset. He knows that he didn't do the right thing. But I was pleased with they played a lot better the second half than they did the first half. But those are some things, the penalties are some things that will get us down the road. And I talked to him about that at the end, that, it's going to get tougher. It affected momentum, as you said, tonight. But I don't know if we were ever really in. I thought we always had control of the game. But at the same time, like I said, down the road it can be a little bit different.
Let's talk about your offense. Last week was tough, and you said you were disappointed in the play of your offense, and you were shut out last week by a very good Northwest Missouri team. Difference tonight, seemed like he had some rhythm, able to run the football a little bit. Seems like he had a lot of things clicking tonight offensively.
And that's how we function. And if we can function and play in rhythm, and I think Braxton getting off to a good start was important. And for him to play, I think once he got into that good start, he got in a rhythm and he started getting a lot of confidence. And anytime you can have success early, it does make it easier for a quarterback, because he does get a lot more comfortable in running the offense. So, I was pleased. And as you said, we were able to get the running game going. I thought our guys, one of the differences tonight was we were able to control the line of scrimmage a lot better than we did last week.
How important is that in third and short situation? You're able to run for those first downs. That's kind of big for you, isn't it?
It is, especially, and I've always been, and I think we do a lot better in those short yardage situations, and maybe I think we do. But for us, when it is 3rd and 2 and 3rd and 3, and not have to resort to having to throw the football to get a first down and be able to line up and run a run play and really control the line of scrimmage, makes it a lot easier in calling plays.
What about your receivers? They faced some pretty tough press coverage, maybe a little more from Northwest last week. Didn't seem that same kind of defense tonight, but talk about your receivers and their play tonight, Coach.
Well, again, I think everybody, coaches included, offensively looked at this game as, for us to play, a challenge to play a lot better and play Emporia State football the way we're capable of playing offensively. And I thought our receivers, they had some big plays tonight. They definitely played a lot better. They saw different coverage than what they saw last week. There wasn't as much physical contact at the line of scrimmage as we saw last week. But I thought our guys executed at a high level and were able to find the space needed to be. Because when we run our offense, a lot of things are built off what we're seeing out there, and we let our receivers have a lot of freedom, so they got to be able to make some decisions very quickly, and I thought they did a good job of that.
Offensive line, I know, really tough to grade without looking at some film. How do you think they played tonight?
Yeah, I did. I thought they played well, and I say that because we were able to run the football effectively. And I'm always going to be a guy, just because I coach the quarterbacks, I always think my quarterback takes too many shots. It is what it is, and I got upset with that a few times. But a couple of those times, to be quite honest with you, those were on Braxton and getting us in the wrong protection. He's got to understand that, hey, if he wants to protect himself, make sure he gets in the right protection.
Your punter punted 8 fewer times this week. That's a good sign, isn't it?
I'm all about that, buddy. I love
That's
Justin
a bad
Marche
question
to death.
right there.
Hey, Justin Marche, he's a great punter. He got, he could have got the MVP of the offense last week. So anytime we don't have to send him very, out there very much, and he can relax over there on the sidelines, I'm all about it. That's a good stat to hear, Ron.
What do you mentioned this in Hornet Talk, and I think you mentioned it a couple of times during the week to the media as well, as how well this team practiced this week after that tough loss.
They do. I love our players, and you know, I know I get on them pretty hard, and I'm pretty passionate about what I do. I tell them that. I mean, that's just the way I am. I'm getting older now. I probably need to calm down a little bit more, but I love our guys. I love this team. They always are a good bounce back. They've shown to be a group that's resilient and has a lot of bounce back in them. You know, they took the challenge on. I could tell the first night we came out for practice on Sunday night that we had the right type of attitude and trying to bounce back. We were all hungry to get out here and play. You know, that's the tough thing about football. I've said this too. You know, it's not like baseball where we can play the next day. We had to wait 6 days before we could 7 days before we could strap the pads on again.